Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rick with Stumpt, and I'm here today playing Civilization 5, William the Orange Edition, and last episode, we built the Sistine Chapel, and that was built in Utrecht. Now, I need to build another wonder, a world wonder in Rotterdam in order to get a culture boost from Rotterdam, because I did pick a policy last episode, the cultural exchange, which increases, the flourishing of the arts, which increases, culture production by 33% in all cities which have built a world wonder. And I believe that Rotterdam is the only city that hasn't yet. So we'll see if we can get a wonder built in Rotterdam this episode. And as far as the start of this episode, what are we going to do? I'm going to start out by building in Utrecht. We need to build the Artist Guild. Let's go ahead and do that in Utrecht. And down in Amsterdam, we're building a bank. That's fine. And we're building a workshop in Rotterdam.
It is a
Printing press has been researched, so we could probably build the Leaning Tower. Maybe. It's still available. It is still available. So let's see here. We have 605 gold, do we? Okay. Got that workshop. Maybe once the workshop is done, we'll try to get the Leaning Tower. Now, it's a long shot to get that, but we'll give it a try. And what are we going to research? Now, let's go with the economics route. Maybe Taj Mahal for happiness. That's enticing. Okay, let's do architecture. Because we are at now... there we go. I was going to say we're at 0 happiness, but that's because we need to re-up that deal with Indonesia there. And hey, it's Gandhi. Wait. So with discovering Gandhi, we've discovered all the civs in the game. Perfect, and the World Congress has been founded. And we've also discovered Cerro de Potosi. Where is Cerro de Potosi at? Let's see. Ah, it's over here in the United States. Washington has Cerro. Good for them. All right, so I'm going to get my last policy in aesthetics here. I'm going to get Artistic Genius, which will give us a free great artist, and it'll complete aesthetics. And in so doing, we get theming bonus to all of our museums and wonders, and it also allows the purchase of great writers, artists, and musicians with faith starting in the industrial era. So there we go. There's our free artist. I'm going to go ahead and just use him. Great work. And what do we make? Bondoni, the Adoration of the Magi. Pretty picture. Good job. Time to make a proposal. All right, what are we going to propose? I'm going to propose World's Fair. Commit proposal. There we go. World's Fair is making everybody happy. There we go. Pedro, he's stoked on that idea. Who else is stoked? There we go. Gandhi's stoked. Everybody always loves the World's Fair, but we're going to have to wait 20 turns in order to find out if that passes. And I'm sure that it will. Okay, another great scientist has been born. And where are we going to stick this great scientist? I can stick him over here in the desert again. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a tile. There we go. Desert tile. And I'll just go and build an academy right here. Here we go. This desert is going to be the desert of academies, the desert of intelligence. And Amsterdam, what are you going to build? Let's see. I want to do the Leaning Tower in Rotterdam, right? Oh, you know what I need? I need cargo ships. That's what I need. Washington, also stoked on the World's Fair. And Enrico, you want to be friends? Yeah, we can be friends. Even though you're neutral with me, but I mean, we're gonna make a declaration of friendship, a neutral declaration of friendship. All right, Rotterdam, time to see if you can get away. Let's see. We can do the Globe Theater, which is gonna give us +2 culture, or we can do the Leaning Tower, which is gonna give us 25% generation of great people in all cities, and a free great person of our choice will appear near the capital. I like that.
Deveremos prosperar através do comércio.
All right, let's work together. I'm gonna be friends with everybody in this game. Why not? Friends are nice. And Gandhi is stoked that we're friends. Everybody's friends. Look at this. There's like this triangle of friendship forming right now. It's a beautiful thing. And the world's most wonderful people. I am number 4 with 2. Looks like Gajamada is building all of the wonders, followed shortly by Washington. Okay, we've got architecture. Ooh, and we got a free catapult. Let's move it to Amsterdam. And is there anything that needs to be improved? Any tile improvements that need to be done? Well, I do need a ship down there, a workboat, because we do have some fishies. And actually, we have some fishies here. Utrecht actually needs to get those fishies. So let's get a workboat going for you. And time to choose some research. Okay, so we researched architecture. I can go scientific theory. Yeah, let's do it. Economics will be needing to be researched first. And now we've got 7 happiness. So last episode I talked about moving a... Let's see, I'm going to trade here. I'm going to trade to Rotterdam for some production. There we go. Get that built a little bit quicker. As a matter of fact, I should be able to do that here too. Let's go ahead and purchase a cargo ship. I was saying let's produce a settler and move that settler across the sea over here. We've got some awesome luxury resources in the marble and salt here. So that maybe wouldn't be a bad place to build. I'm going to need to upgrade my unit there and send it over the ocean too. Okay. Fortify you. And what do you want? A research agreement? You want me to give you open borders, do you? What if we did just straight up open borders? Oh, never mind. Do I? Oh, I already have open borders with you. Do I?
Deveremos prosperar através do comércio?
Well, let's do it. Okay, my workboat's done. I'm gonna work those fish, and my swordsman, I'm gonna send him across the sea to go scope out that island before I send my settler over there. And this cargo ship, I'm going to send production to Rotterdam as well. There we go. Rotterdam's only 7 turns away from building the Leaning Tower. And if I build the Leaning Tower, then I can actually select a great engineer as my free unit, and then I can actually put that production into another wonder, hopefully get away with 2 wonders. 50% culture in this city. Which city is producing the most culture? I would imagine it's Amsterdam, right? And that's where I want to build the Hermitage. 44 culture coming out of Amsterdam versus 18. Yeah, no question. We'll build that in Amsterdam in 2 turns. For now, let's go ahead and do a zoo. Being on such good terms, I couldn't help to notice that you've been friends with Brazil. He is friends with them as well. Okay, if we had hopes of building the Taj Mahal, those are dashed. No big deal. And it looks like I've got a free knight I'm going to send over here to Rotterdam. Okay, my swordsman is ready to travel. And my settler will be built in a single turn. And there we go. Settler's born. Go ahead and move him across the sea. And yes, you are going to fortify in Rotterdam, and Hermitage now is going to be built in Amsterdam. Okay, 5 turns left. 5 turns left until we get the Leaning Tower. We've got a great rider born. Let's go ahead and create a great work of writing.
To the ears of one possessed by the god of death, reason and objections seem like so many idle complaints.
Never heard of it. Economics is researched, and here we go. My swordsman. Okay, good. The island is free of any barbarian jerks. It'd be good to settle. Oh, I'm gonna need to send a worker over there in anticipation. So let's go ahead and send a worker. Worker. Let's do it. There we go. And Bogota and Polynesia are now allies, are they? Interesting. Okay, we're gonna build right here. And I'm just gonna fortify with that swordsman. And what are we gonna build in Utrecht? Let's see. 1 turn away from the Leaning Tower, at which point I can go ahead and build... Let's see. I could build Uffizi, which is going to give me 1 free great artist, and it'll contain 3 slots for great works of art. Or I could do the Globe Theater, which is going to give us a for great writer and some culture. No, I'm going to do Ironworks. Gajamada, pleased by our proposal to the World Congress. A little late to the game with that. I proposed it like 11 turns ago, but I mean, I'm glad you're pleased. Awesome! We got the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Fan-friggin-tastic. Worker needs to move over there. Okay, we can found the city now. There we go. And is that Groningen? Groningen? I'm trying to pronounce that. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's like Matt Groening. Groening spells his name that way, so Groningen. Hopefully it's close. Okay, what am I going to pick? Great engineer. I think that's what I said I wanted. Let's go ahead and do that. So I've got a great engineer born in Amsterdam, strangely enough. You'd think that it would be born in Rotterdam, but I guess it's born in the capital, isn't it? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's move our worker. Oh, our worker could actually go up here and build a polder now. I'm going to fortify this guy here. And the next one that we want to build, I'm going to use him to help us get that. Now, Rotterdam can build a few things. I'm going to use it to build a zoo. And Groningen is going to build a granary. Granary and Groningen.
Is the following trade of interest to you?
You want my silk, do you? Okay, you got it. And you want open borders? Okay, fine. Like I said, I'm doing open borders because open borders will help our culture spread to other civs. And that's fine by me. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at... Well, I'm going to build a zoo here first. And now let's take a look at our demographics real quick. Okay, we're 4th in literacy. We're 2 in population and 2 in manufactured goods. 7th GNP, 2 in land. 8 in soldiers, 7 in approval. Okay, so far, not too bad. And it looks like Madagaja is actually kicking ass on a lot of fronts here. So he's going to be our #1 threat. I'm going to want to keep my eye on Madagaja. He's at 878, whereas I'm at 563. Man, okay, he is in the lead. But it's not too late to turn this thing around, and I think that we can. I feel pretty confident that we can. So, Utrecht, you need to build... Let's see, what are you going to build now? I'm going to build a... Actually, you know what? I'm going to build a Gallus for you. There's some exploring that we can do. Okay, my little worker is now at Groningen, and he can actually start to work those luxury resources. Okay, now I need something here. I need, you know what? I'm not going to go rationalism. I usually like to do the science thing, right? But I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to do patronage, try to get in tight with some of these city-states. And we're moving right along to... Harvest some marble, choose production in Rotterdam. Rotterdam, what are you going to build, man? Oh, you can build a windmill, which is going to give us a boost to our production of buildings, which wouldn't be such a bad idea. Actually, here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to build a cargo ship, and I'm going to send it to Amsterdam, because there's only 2 turns to build a cargo ship. Go ahead and do a research agreement with Venice. And it looks like there's a missionary from Persia spreading their religion to us. All right. Utrecht, we've got a free great artist. Very cool. And it's Van Gogh, Starry Night. Such an awesome painting. Have you guys seen that episode of Doctor Who with Van Gogh? It was very sweet. One of my favorites. And the guy that got to play Van Gogh looked just like Van Gogh. It was incredible. Okay, so Rotterdam. I could go ahead and trade from Rotterdam, but what I'm going to actually do is send this to Amsterdam because I think I can get some extra gold out of the deal if I do. So let's go send this to Amsterdam. And oh, our polder's been built, and we can build a mine up here. And our caravel has also been built, and I'm just gonna send it to explore. Holy crap, Melbourne was right above us the whole time. You sneaky sneakies, Melbourne. I had no idea. You guys were so quiet this whole time. And I can go ahead and build, actually, you know what? I'm gonna build another cargo ship. Because there's only 2 turns, and I'm going to send it to Amsterdam. Amsterdam's going to trade with it, just like the last turn. And Utrecht is going to build a market. I'm going to try to get our gold flowing in so that we can actually start to boost our standing with some of these city-states. As you can see, we're not very hot with a lot of these city-states, but a lot of these city-states don't have allies. So we're going to use that to our opportunity and ally with them. Okay, let's go ahead and start trading with some of these city-states, okay? We're going to go with Melbourne first, because that'll give us 13 gold. And I'm going to build a mine there. Cool. You want my silk, do you? All right, you can have some of my silk. And... oh, what's my spy up to? Let's see. Oh, no text still. Man, I should have been paying attention there. I need to rebase my spy. Okay, we're in the industrial area now, and I've got a new spy, speaking of. So let's go ahead and move this spy. I'm going to move him, since we know that Indonesia is doing so well, I'm going to move him to Jakarta, and this guy I'm going to move into Melbourne. our closest ally now, or our closest city-state, soon-to-be ally. Let's move you to Amsterdam as well. There we go. Choose some production in Rotterdam. And I have one more spot for a cargo ship, so I'm going to put this cargo ship, there we go, build it in Amsterdam. Now we need to choose some production. Ooh, we've got public schools now. I think everybody needs a public school, but first I'm going to build a market. Science is important, but we're not going all science. Not with this civ. We're going to try to boost our culture and our tourism. Speaking of, let's go ahead and try to get radio. That's only 2 techs away. And with that radio, we can build the Eiffel Tower, which is going to give us a huge tourism bonus. And we can build broadcast towers too, which is going to increase our culture.
Deveremos prosperar através do comércio?
Want silk? Everybody wants my silk, man. I am the nation of silk. And we just got marble connected. And immediately you want my marble. Immediately. Now, since I am the Netherlands, I can trade out my last resource, luxury resource, and still get 2 happiness from it. So I won't lose all my happiness if I were to trade my only source of marble. But you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. Not yet. Okay, you want my marble? Everybody wants my marble, man. And Persia keeps trying to send me Zoroastrianism, and I don't want it. Zoroastrianism? Is that it? Okay, this may be the best offer yet. 5 gold per turn. Okay, fine. There we go. I did it. I friggin' did it. Otherwise, they're just gonna keep hassling me, you know? I might as well get something from it. Okay, Colombo. Let's trade with you. And I'm gonna get those sheep worked, and then hopefully my borders are gonna expand over here to the salt, and then I will work the salt as well. The salt of the earth. Let's get a bank going in Utrecht, and we need to assign delegates. Ooh, the World's Fair. Yes, haha. Venice wants to ban sugar. I don't know who currently has sugar, but Venice wants to ban it. Oh, look at this, and I'm actually... I'm the leader of... I didn't even realize that. I'm the leader of the World Congress. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'm going to put 2 into the World's Fair, and that'll pass for sure, I'm sure. Pedro, happy that we've become friends with India. Everybody just loves us. We are lovable. William of Orange, lovable guy. Persia wants to be friends with me too. Let's see who this pisses off, shall we? Who isn't going to like this? Okay, you want a research agreement, and you want me to give you 201 gold, as well as 5 iron and 3 horses. I'm not really using that stuff at the moment, so fine, let's do it. And, oh, Enrico, he's stoked that I'm friends with Persia. Okay, good. I thought that people would get pissed off at me because I made that, but apparently they're cool with that. And I'm cool with that, too. All right, now we need to switch over our production to the World's Fair, right? Because we want to win the World's Fair. World's Fair. We're going to switch to production focus in all of our cities. Change production, World's Fair, production focus, production in Rotterdam, World's Fair, production focus. And I'm not going to switch over into grain engine because grain engine is producing so little production at the moment. For production, it's going to be a drop in the bucket, and they need to grow. So I'm just going to let them grow. And we get to propose something again. What are we going to propose this time? Natural heritage site? No, I don't have any. Cultural, that's what we want. World Wonders provide +3 culture in the city. And 2 people are going to be grateful for us. Indonesia, no surprise there. They're number 1 in World Wonders. And India are going to also be stoked. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that's going to give Indonesia a bonus to their culture, but it's going to give us a bonus to our culture too. So that's a trade-off I'm willing to make. Open borders, fine. Everybody gets open borders this playthrough, which is a change of pace from what I'm usually doing, which is not giving open borders to anybody. Okay, how many turns do we got? We're already 9% complete with the World's Fair. We're going to finish the World's Fair, and then we're going to end this episode. And over here in Grain and Gin, we're going to go ahead and do a library. Grain and Gin already had 2 population, not bad. And you want a trade deal, do you? You want a research agreement? Yeah, let's do it. Doing research agreements for everybody to boost our science. Okay, 26%, 30%, All right. We're 1/3 of the way done with the World's Fair, and currently we have 458 production into it. Oh, you're switching it up. You were trading me gold. Now you want to trade me whales? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's do it. 458 culture. We only needed 234.5 in order to get silver, so we've at least got silver. Hopefully we're going to get the gold, though. And last time I checked our demographics, whoa! Venice just took over Ragusa. Venice, you son of a bitch. So now the World's Fair has welcomed city-states. So we need to become allied with city-states even quicker now that you get more votes from including city-states into the World Congress. So you can see that we still have 3. India, though, has 4. Venice has 4. Wow. Indonesia has 7. So I need to work hard in order to up my delegate game. Indonesia's going to win. They're going to get the leadership. No question. Okay, 78% done. Oh my god, are you kidding me? You're sending friggin' musicians into my borders? All right, I'm going to send musicians into yours. I'm going to spread my culture. India.
Sta offerta non sarà valida per tanto tempo.
Open borders. I'm not going to give you open borders. No, you're too close to me. And seeing how India just spread musicians in my land, nope, I'm not going to do it. Disagreement with Washington has become too much to bear. No. Wow. Indonesia is now starting to go to war. Things are getting serious now. Okay. World's Fair is complete. 882 production. Is that enough to win? It is. Wow. By a long shot, man. We could have given up like 5 turns ago and we still would have won it. But that's fine. Better safe than sorry. So we get a huge culture increase for 20 turns. We get a free social policy, and we get 500 points towards the next golden age, which puts us into the golden age. We've researched electricity. We are unhappy at the moment, so we're going to need to do something about that. I don't have a musicians guild. That's dumb. I'm going to go ahead and start building that and going to call an end to this episode of Civilization 5. William the Orange Edition. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I am. I'm having a lot of fun playing this. And I'm just going to pick my policy before we call an end here. Resting point for all of my influence with city-states is increased to 20. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll help us become friends. And if you guys are enjoying this, be sure to give it a like, favorite, share, and subscribe, guys. That helps me out a lot when you do it. And come back tomorrow when there will be another brand new episode of Civilization. I'll see you guys then.